Hey YouTube, what's going on? Today I want to talk about my 1 year of usage with the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. Now, we know this phone has been out well over a year now. The S21 Ultra has gotten all the love, all the praise for the most part because I'll be honest, the phone does look better aesthetically. I mean, honest, it really do. I mean, it's a beautiful looking device, but that don't take away from the beastly specs and performance of the S20 Ultra. Now, the thing that really messed this phone up the most was the price and the issue with the cameras when it was first released with that autofocusing issue. But once that got rectified, there's really no issue with the phone. I mean, seriously, if you're really not heavily into the cameras anyway, it wasn't that big of a deal. But Samsung dropped quite a few updates and they rectified it for the most part. It hunts a little bit, but very little. And remember, you always got manual mode or pro mode where you could adjust, the focus yourself. So that wasn't really a big deal to me because I knew it was having those issues when I bought the device, but I knew Samsung was going to drop, updates and fix it, which they pretty much has. So I've taken some phenomenal photos and videos with this device, so the cameras is not an issue. But let me quick tell you what my experience has been after 1 year. Now, first thing, now the design is not my favorite design by Samsung, but it's not the worst. The camera hump is just humongous, but once you put it in the case, no big deal. But I will say, let me first talk about also the build quality. Now, the build quality is great. Gorilla Glass 6 on the front and the back. It feels so luxurious. Now, I wish they had other colors other than just black and gray. But if you're the kind of person that don't like using cases and you just want to use this without a case, you're going to love the way it feels in your hand. It's super premium. It feels good. It has a nice thickness, has a nice good weight to it. It's beautiful. You got all your buttons on the right side, which I love. Power buttons very easily reachable. Then you got your volume rockers here. Everything's on the right side, nothing on the left. I love that. And of course, you got that beautiful always on display, which Samsung makes the best always on displays in the business, where you can see the clock, you can see the time, the date, the day, your notifications, and you always can see your fingerprint sensor. So I love that. And when you double tap, let me get rid of these notifications really quick so you can see the lock screen. So every time you see these lock screens, I got the dynamic lock screens on. So every time I turn on the device, you're going to see something different. And that's what I prefer. I want to see variety. I want to see something different every time I unlock my phone. So I love the dynamic wallpapers that Samsung offers. I absolutely love that. Now, the fingerprint sensor has worked fine. No problems. Not the fastest out there, but I haven't had no issues. You can see how fast it is, so it works really well. The ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. Now, the face unlock is still not the best. It's average. See, you can't even see my face now. I don't even know if I have it on, honestly. I think I turned it off because I wanted to look at the wallpapers. So it might not even be on. But let me put this back in the case real quick because I don't want to, slip out of my hand. So let me tell you also, my favorite thing about this phone, which everybody knows, that watch my videos knows, that the display is my favorite part or feature of this phone. The display is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. 6.9-inch Quad HD dynamic AMOLED display with 120 hertz refresh rate. Love it. Now, however, you can only use the 120 hertz with 1080p resolution. But it's not a big deal, honestly. I mean, it still looks good. Quad HD is going to look a little better, a little more sharper. But you'll adjust to the 1080p, honestly, because you're going to want that smoothness with that 120 hertz refresh rate. For those of you that are into things like that, I know I am. Now, I can live without it, honestly. I mean, it's not the biggest deal. But once you get used to it, you really don't want to go back to 60 hertz, honestly. So I love having the 120 hertz, the 1080p. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Now, the next thing is the dual stereo speakers They're really good. They're not the best. Now, I got other phones that are better, like the LG V60 speakers are better. The Mi 10 Pro 5G is better. My OnePlus sounds better. My Galaxy Fold sounds better, but these do sound good. So if you're the type of person that want good speakers, you're going to get them on this device, honestly. There are other devices that have better speakers, but these are good. They're nice and loud. They just need a little bit better sound. I know the S21 speakers probably sound better than these, but these don't sound bad at all, honestly. They get nice and loud. They have a nice stereo sound, but they just lack a little depth. They lack a little something, maybe clarity. Maybe that's what it is, but they're good. They're really good, so I don't have an issue with them. 12 gigs of RAM. As far as RAM management on this device, RAM management has been excellent. I've never had an issue with RAM management when it comes to Samsung's latest devices, and definitely not this one. 5,000 milliamp battery. Now I'll tell you, I'm gonna show you right now because y'all know the way I rock my brightness. You see it's almost at 100% brightness. Now I'm using it like this. I'm using almost 100% brightness. I'm using 120 hertz. Okay. I'm using everything. I'm rocking this phone at max, everything. I'm getting a day and a half. So that's good. Now, can I kill this in a day? Yeah, if I'm going crazy and, on YouTube all day long, I could kill it in a day. But if I'm using it moderate to heavy, I get a day and a half. So that's really good because you got a big, giant 5,000 milliamp battery. Now, the standby time is not the best because Samsung is not known for having great standby time with their devices. Hopefully, they'll keep improving on that, but it's not horrible, but it could definitely be better. But getting through a full day easily, like I said, if you use it moderate to heavy, day and a half. If you use it light to moderate, you could probably get 2 days. And you're not going to have your brightness like me, like 100%. So the battery life on this has been really good for me. One of my other favorite features that I really like about this device too is the 45 watt super fast charging capabilities. Now, Samsung does give you a 25 watt charger in the box, unlike the S21 where you get nothing. You do get a 25 watt super fast charging brick in the box, but it has 45 watt charging capability. So I went and bought a 45 watt super fast charging brick from Amazon, and I can charge this device from 5% to 100% in 58 minutes with that 45 watt charging brick. So it's not a joke. It's awesome. I love it. You should get it. It's about $30. You should definitely get that charging brick because it's awesome. The 25 watt one is good. It charges a little over an hour, which is still not bad. But that 45 watt super fast charging brick, 58 minutes, 5,000 milliamp battery, fully charged. Love it. Now, of course, on here you got the 15 watt wireless charging. It's okay, but it's super slow at 15 watts. That's a joke. I don't like that. Takes forever. I got phones that could wirelessly charge 30 watts. So disappointed with the wireless charging, but it works well and I use it all the time. Okay. The 9 watt reverse wireless charging is good. I haven't had to use it yet, but I like that it's 9 watts as opposed to the S21, which is 4.5 watts. Like they drastically reduced it. I don't know why they did that, but that don't make any sense to me. Of course, one of my favorite features about this phone, not the Samsung phones that are coming out now, unfortunately, as far as the flagships, this phone has expandable storage. Now, I know there's a lot of Samsung people out there that love Samsung products, and y'all know one of the main things why y'all stayed with Samsung and love Samsung so much is because they gave you expandable storage. This one hasn't, unlike the S21 Ultra, where they took it away. Now, I don't understand calling that phone the Ultra, and there's very little things that's Ultra about it except the camera, in my opinion. But anyway, no expandable storage. This one has it up to 1 terabyte. And that's great because this shoots in 8K. For those of you that will want to shoot in 8K or even 4K at 60 frames per second, that's going to use up a lot of memory. So you need extra memory. You're going to get it on here. 1 terabyte of expandable storage capabilities. Absolutely love that. That's a must for me. I'm sorry. I just can't buy Samsung's latest phones because they have no expandable storage. I need that. Okay? I need that. Next, you got the edge panels. Now, I know everybody don't use these, but I actually use these. They come in handy. I use them, pretty much every day. And I love the edge panels. They're very helpful to me. Love secure folder. I store private things in there. You got the Snapdragon 865. I'm having no issues at all with performance. It's pretty quick. I'm not saying it's the fastest phone on the market, but it's pretty fast. Nice, smooth animations. No issues as far as that concerned. So performance on this phone has been really, really great. Now, only thing I wish, and I know some people may not, the techies know about this, the touch sampling rates. Like my Xiaomi phone is like the minute you touch it, everything is moving super, super fast. Like very, very responsive. This is not as responsive as I would like. Honestly, I wish it was a little more responsive, but for the average person, it's responsive enough. All right. So performance, no issues at all. Now, of course, you got the cameras. You got that big old 108 megapixel sensor, 48 megapixel periscope, 12 megapixel ultra wide, 3 megapixel time of flight depth sensor, 4 times optical zoom, 10 times hybrid zoom, and 100 times space zoom. Now, anything over 30, 30x is not going to look really good. But you could use the zoom for other things if you need it. If you need to see far down, see something real far away, and you just need to see it for that, not so much to take pictures or video, then you're going to be fine with that. That might come in handy. But 30 times and less, you're going to get great photos out of this camera. Also, great videos. The night shots are really good. So overall, not having an issue with the camera at all. I'm very pleased with the camera. Even the 40 megapixel selfie takes good selfies as well for me. Now, I can't speak for other people, but they look good to me. Now, I've had a really good experience with this device over the past year. I haven't had any issues with it. I wish it had a headphone jack and things like that, IR blaster, things like that I wish it had, but it don't. But as far as just the overall experience, it's been great. Performance has been great. Battery life has been great. Cameras have been great. The build quality, of course, is great. Always on display. All the different things you get, with Samsung, with the One UI experience and all the features. Love it. Now, the thing that I really love about it, like I said, the display is my favorite. And that expandable memory is definitely extremely important to me. I got to have it. Not having a phone with expandable memory is an issue for me, but I love it. So, also I forgot to mention MST, magnetic transmission. The thing with the using the Samsung Pay, the MST. Now they took that off of the S21 Ultra, so now you can't use it on any type of terminal because there's still some people that haven't updated their systems in order to use Samsung Pay. Basically you could use it like a credit card, but you could use this on older terminals as opposed to just assuming everybody, stuff is updated, which everybody's stuff is not updated. So it's nice to know that this still has MST as well. So for those of you that was concerned or worried about that, this has it. Okay. You got the MST, you got the expandable memory, you're getting a pair of headphones in the box, and you're getting a super fast charging brick in the box. Just to let you know that, okay? All right. So would I recommend this phone? Of course I would. Absolutely. If you like big phones and you like great cameras and you like great performance and you like Samsung products, you're going to like this phone. You're going to get great battery life, great photos, great performance, great everything. You're going to love this device, honestly. It's one of my favorites. I just got finished using it like a week ago. I was using it for like 2 or 3 weeks in a row and really loved my experience with this phone. I kind of missed it because it kind of dropped out of my rotation. I was using other phones. But as soon as I got back to this, I was like, man, I missed this phone. That 120 hertz just makes everything super smooth, and I love it. And this phone is considerably cheaper now because it's been out a while. So I would definitely highly recommend this device. I would try to get it brand new or maybe just open box, or the refurbished from Amazon. They got a good program going on their phones. They take good care of their phones. So you get a refurbished one, you'll be good. All right, thanks for taking the time to view this content. I do appreciate it. Hope everybody out there is staying well and staying safe. And I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace.